Scorpio. Thanks for joining me here at Major Arcana. I already pre-shuffled the cards so that we can get started right away. This will be a reading for when you get this message. I'll place 8 cards on the spread. I'll place your person's cards on my left, yours on my right, and then mutual cards will be in the center. We have the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that slid out. We also have the Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have the Seven of Swords, emphasis on Aquarius, the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, as well as Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This just showed up in the same order as Cancer. We have the Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Aries energy, the World card, Capricorn energy, and again, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So 2 queens. So I feel like it's a situation where maybe there's 2 people who think highly of each other. I feel like it could be a friendship where you're like, I don't know. Maybe you're both thinking that. I don't know if I want to ruin the friendship. I don't know if I want to take things to that romantic level. This person has been such a good friend, right? So I kind of feel like that's the situation here. The Ace of Wands in the position of where they stand, it is attraction and chemistry, starting to feel like the warm and fuzzy feelings, the tingly feelings south of the border, if you know what I mean, because this is kind of like phallic shaped. So Ace of Wands, a desire for physical intimacy in this connection. Wow. It's an Ace of Wands, so I kind of feel like it's new, like new feelings are surfacing, but it's facing away, so I feel like they're trying to resist the urge. Yeah, because you two are friends. They're trying to resist the urge of these intimate feelings that are stirring. Okay. Queen of Swords. I might have said Wands earlier. I don't know. But I'm just feeling a little space cadet-ish lately because I was just getting over the flu and I haven't, mentally, I feel like I haven't recovered. I'm just real spacey lately, but enough about me. We have the Queen of Swords here. How they view you. They view you as guarded, right? And we can tell that because this sword in their hand is positioned up. If you weren't guarded, sword wouldn't even be in your hands, right? Or at least it would be positioned downward. But you're a little bit guarded, so it could be like you're distrustful of people in general, of their agenda. Is there anybody who does something without wanting or expecting things in return? I feel like that's the question that circles around and around in your mind, that people don't have genuine or don't do anything genuinely, So this person, I feel like they might be wearing a mask with the Seven of Swords. They're trying to hide their feelings that are suddenly surfacing. They're trying to hide their feelings because they don't want you to think that that's just what they want you for, is for a physical connection, right? So they're trying to hide their feelings, even though I feel like these sudden urges are surfacing, but they don't want you to know that yet because they don't want you to think that that's all they want you for. I get the feeling that you think highly of this person and they recognize that and they don't want that to change, right? So that's why they're not advancing toward you. They're trying to keep their feelings a secret. Okay, well, it's like you're with the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you got an inkling, that there's something there. You got the inkling, you got the sixth sense. You can kind of catch the vibes of how this person is behaving. It could be like friendly flirtation, and you're like, that's just how we are, But actually, this person is serious. Their friendly flirtation is legit. So it's kind of like you just kind of are playful with it, with this Knight of Pentacles. You enjoy it. You enjoy the back and forth. You enjoy the exchange. It at least keeps you entertained until you find your next romantic partner, somebody that you take seriously. But I definitely feel like it's two people who respect each other, maybe afraid to take that next step or the next phase in the cycle. You view this person as probably like they have it all. It could be that you might have ended other situations and you're like thinking to yourself like, oh, some the perfect person would have this quality, this quality, this quality. Hey, you know what? This friend has all those qualities, and so I feel like you might be seeing them in a different light, but pentacle energy, moving slowly, like you're a little bit timid about taking things to the next phase, as they are. But the Two of Wands, decisive energy is like, when I see the Two of Wands, to me it always represents like saying goodbye to the old way of doing things in order to start fresh in a new phase or a new cycle. Now we have the one and the two, so things are progressing. It's also wand energy. Maybe you're tired of the waiting game. It seems like you might want to take matters into your own hands and take charge of the situation. Maybe instead of the friendly and playful flirting, you might take it a step further and see how they react. You've seen the trend about like kissing your best friend on the camera and see how they react, and then it really turns into something romantic for some, and others are like, no. But usually the response has been positive, and so I feel like you might want to speed things up a bit, and so you take that step of, and then you can blame it on the trend, like, oh, I was just doing, if they don't respond well, you're like, oh well, I was just doing that TikTok trend or whatever, right? So don't take it personal. But if they respond well, then you can start the new phase, right? New cycle, starting with the World card. When I see this card, it's a card about completion, but it's in the challenge position. I still feel like there's a little bit of hesitation of taking that next step. Maybe fear. Could be fear of rejection, fear that they don't feel the same way, but clearly they do. But feeling a little bit reluctant because you're not sure about what the response would be. Like you have the inkling, you have the idea that, oh, well, maybe they do like me more than, but am I reading into things? And I feel like maybe there's this challenge of overthinking in the situation, and it causes anxiety. But I feel like at some point you're just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Take matters into my own hands and do it. Because I feel like you're tired of, not really tired, but the wondering, like you don't want to wonder anymore. You just want a solid answer and then can move forward from there. Whether it's positive or negative, you want the solid answer about whether they like you, whether they want to move forward, whether they are willing to put the friendship aside and move it forward in a romantic way. You just want the answer. And I think it's going to result well, right? Because this is a new beginning of partnership, of building foundation, of building security and prosperity together, because it's in the mutual space. So it turns out well. The chance you take on progressing this relationship forward does seem, according to the cards with this progression, especially 1 and 2, that things are going to work out favorably when you take charge. Okay? Because they're not going to do it. They respect you too much. They don't want you to think badly of them. They don't want you to think that's all they want from you is a physical connection. Because I feel like these urges have been starting to surface, at least for this person. I don't think it's sudden. I think it's something that they've been masking for a while, potentially. All right, so let's pull 2 cards and see what are the supporting messages. The first one, past life relationship. You've known each other before. And the second one, playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Thanks for being here with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Do all that YouTube stuff because it's free for you but means so much to me. And we'll talk again soon. Bye.